Have you ever had that strange gut feeling about your best friend? You know, when everything seems fine on the surface, they're messaging you, hanging out with you, even supporting you, but something just feels off? That nagging sensation that behind their smile, something darker might be lurking? You clicked on this video because that feeling has been bothering you. And today, I'm going to help you determine whether your intuition is right or wrong. According to Carl Jung, one of history's greatest psychological minds, we all have what he called a shadow, that hidden part of ourselves we reject, but which often manifests in how we treat those closest to us. When someone harbors feelings of resentment, envy, or even hatred toward their best friend, they rarely express it openly. Instead, the signs are subtle yet unmistakable if you know what to look for. Today, I'm revealing 8 psychological signs based on Jung's work that will help you determine if your best friend secretly harbors hostile feelings toward you, even if they're doing everything to hide it. And make sure you stay until sign number 8. It's the most insidious of all and can completely transform how you see your friendship. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to our channel and join our community so you never miss our upcoming videos on personal growth and relationships. Now let's get started. The first sign of hidden hostility doesn't show itself through obvious aggression. Rather, it emerges through sarcastic jokes, jabs, or biting irony targeting your sensitive spots. Your friend might make jokes about things they know are important to you, your dreams, your insecurities, even your appearance. But when you try to express that it hurts, they dismiss your feelings with phrases like, "I was only joking, don't be so sensitive," or "you can't take a joke." This behavior is particularly damaging because it leaves you feeling wounded while your friend maintains a facade of innocence. What makes it a clear sign of hidden contempt is the pattern. Do their jokes consistently leave you feeling belittled? Do they repeatedly target the same aspect of your personality or appearance? Jung would say this isn't random. When someone repeatedly uses irony to attack certain aspects of your being, they're revealing parts of themselves they cannot accept. They're projecting their shadow onto you. Let me ask you this. Does your friend's humor uplift both of you, or does it consistently come at your expense? If your friend feels threatened by your success or personal growth, they might try to sabotage you in ways so subtle you might not even realize it happening. This sabotage rarely appears as direct opposition. Instead, it manifests as misleading advice, convenient miscommunications, or small mistakes that, when combined, prevent you from achieving your goals. Maybe they forget to pass along important messages. Perhaps they leave out key details about an event you're preparing for. Or they might inadvertently complicate situations that are important to you. The key question isn't whether these things happen once or twice. We all make mistakes. The pattern is what matters. Do these accidents consistently occur at crucial moments in your life? Do they happen right when you're about to succeed at something? Jung explained that when someone lacks the courage to face their own limitations, they unconsciously project their frustration onto others, hindering them to avoid feeling inferior. Your friend's forgetfulness might actually be their shadow at work. Some friends can't celebrate your victories without immediately trying to outdo you or shift the spotlight back to themselves. You share good news about a promotion, and instead of congratulations, they respond with their own accomplishment. You talk about a personal breakthrough, and they quickly mention how they've already mastered that skill. This unspoken competition stems from deep insecurity. Those who practice it cannot tolerate seeing you shine because it threatens their self-image and triggers their feelings of inadequacy. Jung argued that shadow projection leads people to see in others the qualities they're unable to develop in themselves. Your friend may be competing with you not because they don't care, but because your success forces them to confront their own perceived failures. Does every achievement in your friendship become a competition? Does your friend seem unable to simply be happy for you without making about them? People who secretly resent you often mask it with support that's visible but ultimately hollow. When you're struggling, they might say the right words, but their actions don't follow. Their encouragement feels rehearsed rather than genuine. When you need help, they minimize your problems or find convenient excuses to be unavailable. This pattern becomes especially evident during significant life events. Are they mysteriously absent during your most important moments? Is their enthusiasm forced or completely lacking when you achieve something meaningful? Jung spoke of ego dissociation, a psychological mechanism that causes some people to be emotionally disconnected from others. This can manifest as an inability to genuinely support those they claim to care about. The question isn't whether they say supportive things. It's whether their support has substance when you truly need it. I hope you're finding value in these insights. If so, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us continue creating content that can transform relationships and lives. Now, let's continue with our next sign. Some friends attempt to dominate your life while claiming it's for your own good. They criticize your choices, question your decisions, and gradually undermine your confidence in yourself. They offer unsolicited advice on everything from your career to your clothing, framing it as concern rather than control. The insidious nature of this behavior makes it difficult to recognize. After all, isn't caring about someone's well-being part of friendship? The difference lies in how it makes you feel. After interactions with them, do you feel more capable or more doubtful of yourself? Does their advice expand your world or shrink it? Do they support your independence or foster dependence? Jung believed that the need to control others stems from unmanaged internal chaos. People who cannot handle their own uncertainty often try to govern others' lives as a way to create a sense of order they lack within themselves. Your friends' helpful suggestions might actually be their attempt to manage their own anxiety at your expense. Friends harboring negative feelings rarely express them directly to you. Instead, they share them with other friends, family members, or colleagues, spreading criticism and sometimes distorted information about you to others. This behavior is particularly harmful because it happens without your knowledge, slowly eroding your social connections and reputation. You might only notice when you begin to feel isolated or when others' attitudes toward you inexplicably change. Have mutual friends become distant? Do you occasionally catch uncomfortable glances or feel tension in group settings? Does your friend present a united front with you in public, but criticize you extensively to others? Jung explained that the need to discredit others often reflects an unconscious attempt to project one's own insecurities outward. By casting you in a negative light to others, your friend may be trying to alleviate their own feelings of inadequacy or shame. This sign is often only discovered through third parties, or when the pattern becomes so extensive that others begin to mention it to you. People who genuinely care about you celebrate when good things happen in your life. They share in your joy because your happiness adds to, rather than diminishes, their own. Conversely, those harboring resentment struggle to hide their discomfort when you succeed. They might offer cold congratulations, quickly change the subject, or find ways to diminish your achievement. That's great, but statements are particularly revealing. Maybe they remind you of potential downsides to your success or suggest it wasn't as significant as you think. Perhaps they immediately pivot to discussing their own accomplishments or problems. Jung understood that the inability to rejoice in others' good fortune reveals unresolved internal conflict. Your success becomes painful for them because it highlights what they perceive they haven't achieved. Pay attention to your friends first. Unfiltered reaction to your good news. Do they genuinely light up, or do they seem to need a moment to compose an appropriate response? And now we've reached the most revealing sign of all, one that's nearly impossible to fake or hide. Hidden resentment always manifests in nonverbal communication. The unconscious signals our bodies send regardless of the words coming out of our mouths. A fleeting expression of disgust that crosses their face when you speak. A smile that doesn't reach their eyes. Tension in their body when you're around. The subtle rolling of eyes when you express an opinion. These signals are brief but powerful indicators of true feelings. While anyone can say you're my best friend, the body often betrays what the heart actually feels. Jung maintained that the body and the unconscious never lie, even when someone consciously tries to hide their feelings. This happens because while our conscious mind can maintain a facade, our physical responses align with our genuine emotions. Watch for the micro-expressions, that split-second reaction before they compose themselves. Notice how their tone shifts when discussing certain topics with you. Pay attention to whether their body language matches their words. If you consistently sense tension or coldness from your friend that contradicts their verbal expressions of friendship, trust your instincts. Your subconscious mind is likely picking up signals that your conscious mind struggles to rationalize. Understanding these 8 signs isn't about fostering paranoia or ending friendships at the first sign of trouble. It's about developing awareness and creating the possibility for genuine connection. If you recognize several of these patterns in your friendship, it doesn't necessarily mean your friend consciously hates you. More likely, they're struggling with unacknowledged aspect of themselves, their shadow, that they're projecting onto you. Healthy friendships require both people to own their shadows rather than project them. This means having honest conversations, possibly with the help of a qualified therapist, about the patterns you've observed. Remember that according to Jung, becoming aware of the shadow, both our own and what others project onto us, is essential for psychological growth and authentic relationships. If this video resonated with you, please take a moment to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more insights on relationships and personal development. Share your experiences in the comments below. Your story might help someone else recognize patterns in their own friendship. Thank you for joining me on this journey of psychological discovery. Until next time, remember that awareness is always the first step toward transformation.